I am Indigo Sage, an enlightened soul. Okay. I do have a spiritual website at unapologeticallysage.com. And this is my first time going solo live with decent lighting because I've tried that. I went live before and the lighting made me look like a scary person, like a scary Halloween person. Anyway, that didn't work out. I'm here now. I don't have the card camera, but what we're gonna do is tarot spills the tea, which is what I do all the time on my channel. And you guys don't get to see me while I'm doing it because it's just easier for me that way. And I like to discuss the imagery and everything on the card. And so it's easier for me to put the card up there and talk about it versus what I'm going to do tonight, which is hold it and everything, which I thought it'd be easier because I thought I'd have a card camera. Anyway, I digress and I move on. Okay. So I am going to shuffle the cards. So when eventually and if anyone joins tonight, I know it's Thanksgiving night, but I just know me. I wouldn't mind joining somebody's live on Thanksgiving night after, I ate and after I'm away from the family and whatnot. So I just thought I would give offer, a choice of coming over here, chilling on my channel, and with us just relaxing, shooting the breeze with the tarot spills the tea on celebrities. So, with all that being said, what I'm going to do is ask about Wendy Williams. I want to know, how does she feel about when she thinks about leaving her show? Because as of right now, I'm not 100% positive that she has made a concrete, solid decision to leave her show. Now, I've heard many a times over and over and over that she's not coming back. Okay. But I want to know how she feels about it when it comes to her in her mind thinking about leaving her show. And if you think about that, like just the fact that I'm saying the words leave her show, it's got to be tough. So I've already done a pre-shuffle off camera. I've done a pre-shuffle, and I swear I had a card camera. Oh, I thought I was so techie. All right, for the past, where are we at? This is my first time, y'all. Okay, so anybody who's coming in or whatever, this is my first time. Oh, I see somebody in the chat. Okay, I don't know how to I don't know how to do it. But hi, Dreamy. Okay, so gosh. All right, four. Now I feel like that's too close. This is my first time. I know I done said it 10 times. I'm probably gonna say it 10 more. But four of swords is the past for Wendy Williams. The question is, how does she feel? How does Wendy Williams actually feel about making the decision to leave her show? And in the past position is the Four of Swords. And this is interesting because if you look at the imagery, here's the thing. The original Four of Swords, so the original Four of Swords is just a soldier who's resting. Okay, he's just resting. This image has he looks like he is deceased. And again, this is the after. So he looks like he's deceased. And there's a woman with the flower, and the original one, they're in the casket, but they're not. They're just resting. So he's laying on top of the casket. There's one with the flower, and so they're deceased. And the reason why I'm pausing is because I'm taking it in. She feels like they're trying to make it seem like she's dead, but she's just resting. And this is what she's thinking about. The past, the past card always represents what the person considers when they make the decision. So that's why this is weird. Well, I guess it makes sense. She feels like she's just resting, but they're trying to make it seem like this ain't funny, but they're trying to make it seem like she's dead. Okay. So this is what she's thinking about as she thinks about whether or not to leave. And let me say this right now because I have a feeling that this is gonna come into it. But I read her book. She has a now I don't know how many she might have now and today, but her first book, oh gosh, it was called something. Wendy on the radio, or it was something. It was called something, and I think it was pink. Like it had something pink on the cover. But her very first book that she wrote about her getting into becoming the radio host, because she was still in radio when she wrote that book. That's how long ago it was. Um, and she had one rule of thumb that I remembered and still take with me till this day. She said, never be absent. Never leave your seat empty, because there's always a bitch that's willing to take your seat, that's waiting to take your seat. And she went on to explain that that was how she got into that radio seat. That whoever it was, they were absent. The way she tells it, I believe she says one day, they were absent one day. And I forgot what she actually did behind the scenes, but whoever said, "Oh, will you take it for today?" And she said she took it and she was fabulous, wonderful. And she never got out of it since. Like she took that bitch's seat. So one of her rules was always show up to your job. And she even has said, whether you do it good or not, as long as you're there sitting in your seat. Because then she chronicled how she began to take drugs. And I don't even want to say it, what she said she was doing, because I don't, I know it was bad. I remember it, but I don't want to say it. And anyway, she said that she would play a song when she said that she would play a song. She said she would go to work every day because she was never going to not be in her seat. But she would play a song when she, like a long, I forgot what song she said, but one of them oldies long songs that run like 10 minutes. And yeah, I'm talking, y'all, because this is alive and I'm talking. But anyway, I forgot what it was. She said what it was, but she would play that long song. I think it was like an Isley Brother. You could pick any one of the Isley Brother songs, and it's a long song. And she would go to the bathroom and do her drugs. And she said that one time I think it happened twice, but she passed out in there and it was dead air. And of course she got in trouble because you're never supposed to have dead air. But she was in the bathroom stall passed out. So that was a lot. But anyway, moving right along. So I know that Wendy Williams feels weird right now with her, one of her rules was never leave your seat empty. And here she is leaving her seat empty. And, by the previous card, which was the Four of Swords, and the way that is, that imagery from the deck that I'm using, the After Tarot deck, the original, like I said, the original is the person, a soldier resting. But in this imagery, it is like the soldier is resting, but people are coming up with flowers and stuff like the soldier is dead and the soldier is not dead. So that's how she feels. Now, in the present, she has the Six of Swords, but in reverse. And this is funny because it's more of the same. So the Six of Swords. Okay, this is my first time. Every time I put a card up, I'm gonna tell y'all this is my first time. So doing it this way, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Okay, Six of Swords. So what it is the Six of Swords represents moving away, getting, moving from troubled waters into calm waters. That's what Six of Swords is. Okay, long distance move, moving away, getting away. All right, it was in reverse. It was in reverse. So, with my question being, how does she feel about leaving her show? The leaving card is in reverse. So, I'd say she doesn't want to, which is why I phrased the question the way I did, because I didn't hear that Wendy made a decision to leave. I just heard that she was going to leave and somebody else was going, but I didn't hear anything from Wendy. So my question to Spirit on this Tarot Spills the Tea is, how does Wendy Williams actually feel about leaving her show? Like, when she has to think about it, how does she feel? Not, did she make the decision? Okay, moving right along. The best of it, leaving her show. This one was good. It is the Sun. The Sun card. The Sun card is one of the best cards in the deck. So I'm happy that this guy, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't care for Wendy Williams, but I'm just a human cheerleader. I wish everybody well. I want everybody to do good, but like, I'm not like a fan for Wendy Williams. I don't like her style. She's not my choice. But I'm happy that for the best she got the Sun. So that means that she does see like a good outcome. She can see the good of it. Because honestly, she can retire. She can retire if she's having this many health problems. And even just for her mental stability. She can, anyway, the Sun, which is good. That means she sees the good of stepping back out of her position. And the thing about it, well, Spirit told me she would never. I was getting ready to say, the thing about it is she could come back and be a guest. Spirit says she would never be a guest on her show, her old show or whatever. Because I'm assuming, well, obviously, if they give it to someone else, it's not going to be Wendy Williams. It would be, I heard from the grapevine, Sherry Shepherd. It is what it is, okay? Um, but she should, she can go ahead and step down and stuff. Okay, the worst. Now, Sagies, if y'all are my Sagies, look at here, look at here, look at here. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at this. This is the I got so many lights up in here trying to light me up. Okay. 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords upright. Not good. It's not good. 7 of Swords. Oh, shut up. Y'all know how I like imagery, right? Okay, so the regular 7 of Swords, it does look like that. I should have had a regular deck out. Well, I wouldn't have known what cards to pull, but the regular, the original Rider Waite deck looks like this, except it doesn't have this rope. She's something else. Wendy Williams is something else. Okay, so just in case for anyone who doesn't know what the Seven of Swords is, it represents theft, sneaky, trickery, deceit, just a bunch of bad characteristics. Someone, stealing from you behind your back, just a bunch of behind your back bullshit. Okay. However, and the guy, he looks back with like a smirk on his face and everything, like, yeah, I took your they said the original story says it's a soldier who's stealing swords from other the opponents. Okay. But this deck has this. That's Wendy. So shit, ain't nothing wrong with her. If she can set up traps for them, it seems like her mind is sharp to me. She's letting them walk right into it. That's sneaky. It's almost as if they're sneaky, but she's sneakier. She's been in this business. You know what Spirit says? She feels she's been in this business for a long time, and she can. I don't know how to say that. Smell it when it's coming. That don't make no sense. Okay, see it a mile away. See it a mile away. She can see it a mile away. I don't know how to interpret what was just said. I don't know how to interpret that. But so the worst is just is them trying to be sneaky and stuff. But are they being well, see, we don't know what the I should find out who her producer is and do a reading on them. Because the worst would be them plotting and planning and stealing. This really represents deceit and thievery. And of course lies and all the rest of that bad stuff. But she anyway, Wendy ain't all the way gone. I don't know why people keep playing her for like I don't know what they playing her for. They better quit it. So that was the worst. Next is what's to come. It's reverse 10 of swords. Now, let me remind you guys too, swords represent words. They are the intellect. They slice and dice through bullshit. Um, what's to come is 10 of swords reversed. Now, this goes along with the very first card, which when I told you guys that it was the 4 of swords. She has a lot of swords. She's not dumb. She's far from dumb. And I think I almost want to say far from done too. People are like writing her off. I don't think, you know what? You know, what's that saying? Set up for the setback. Wait, what do they say? Something about, I don't know. I'm not going to try it. But like a setup for this comeback or something. She's not done. Wendy Williams is not done. And she has swords. Shit. Ooh. I don't know if I can cuss on YouTube. Out of the 5 cards, 4 of them are swords, and the other one is a major arcana, and it is the sun. I don't know why they playing Wendy like that. I really don't. And like I said before, I'm not a fan of hers. I'm not crazy about her, but I give respect where respect is due. She's been in this business for a long time, and I did not hear her saying that she was gonna quit, she was gonna leave, and she don't want to. Looking at all these swords and these cards and stuff, she don't want to. Anyway, the 10 of swords. Okay, so the 10 of swords in the original Rider Waite is an image of a person dead on the ground with 10 swords in their back and they're bleeding out. Very dramatic. Okay, so it has that same, even though this is a different imagery and a different deck, it is inspired by the original deck, and there is still 10 swords in it. and the person is still dead. The person is still dead. But the difference is there's two people carrying the dead body out to the sea. This was in reverse. Okay. So Wendy Williams must feel like there's two people who's trying to kill her career and carry her out to sea. But it's reversed. So gosh, I wish my second camera, I wish that setup was good, but I'm working with what I got. But anyway, this was in reverse, baby. She's like, not today. Mm-mm. And really, I feel like they should have just given her a year off to just recuperate, because even though she's been in the business for a long time, she's good at what she does. She took a hit after hit after hit. So, ooh. Spirit be my spirits be joking with me. I ain't talking about drugs, y'all. It's like, be more specific. I'm talking about her mom passed, then well, no, I think her husband, well, he'd been cheating because he was cheating in that first book that I read of hers. He was cheating. And I thought she said he stopped, but I guess you can stop and then start. But anyway, husband cheating, her mom passed, and then all that in the news, and so that's what I mean by hit after hit after hit, with her heart, mind, soul. And she should have taken a break, just and then she got that, I don't know what it's called, but whatever is going on with her ankles or whatever. So here's the energy. The Hierophant. She ain't playing. Dang it. Okay. Do y'all see these two people? These are the same two people. Let me tell you something. She ain't seeing it for them. Whoever that is, like, she feels like a lot of this is like behind her back, like because which is why the Seven of Swords was here, and this was upright. And she has that noose right there for them. This is some sneaky stuff behind her back. And that's, she doesn't, well, don't nobody like it. I was gonna say she doesn't like that. Nobody likes that. Okay. But she got something for that ass. And then, she see them trying to do this, carry her on out to sea. She ain't ready. Because this is related to the first card, where I kept telling y'all this is weird because this soldier is not dead. But they're treating the soldier like the soldier's dead. But the soldier ain't dead. So I was like, okay, who doing that? But Wendy knows who's doing that. She knows who's doing that. And she got a plan for him, because this was in reverse. She's like, no. And this is her energy. And it has the two people like bowing down to her when she comes back. So the Hierophant, in this case, it represents like tradition and like her prestige that she has earned. Gosh, how can I, it's like tradition. It's respect. Okay, thank you, spirit, honey. Respect, paying respect. She is like, y'all, whoever those two people are, she know. I don't. She does. They're gonna pay her some respect. Okay. I was going to, so that's who I wanted to just do as a warm up, and then I was gonna ask anyone who's out there watching me, listening, if you guys have a question for a different celebrity. I'm getting ready to ask about Candiace. So you guys know that I'm talking about Candiace Dillard Bass. Oh, I was gonna say Bassett from Potomac, Real Housewives of Potomac. And you know that, well, maybe you don't, but I've heard that the fourth, oh gosh, my allergies. I need to scratch my nose. Anyway, the fourth reunion is coming up this Sunday, and it's supposed to be full on Nicki Minaj for the whole hour, just getting into the ass. That's what I heard. So, and all of the, well, a lot of the ladies who's been asked have said that Nicki Minaj gets in um, Candace's ass the most. So, what I was thinking about asking, especially since this is the after deck, I have many, many, many other decks, but I was thinking about asking, you know what, I'll use a different deck. I was thinking about asking, how does Candace feel right now about her answer? Actually, it hasn't aired yet, so I'm not going to ask about right now. I'll ask, how does Candace feel about the answers that she gave to Nicki Minaj when she gave them? Because if I were to ask, how does she feel after she gave them, I'd want to wait until after it airs, because that's when she'll see public opinion and stuff, and that's when feelings might change about what she said. But we talk about Candace, so I don't think her feelings are ever going to, I just feel like she needs to grow up. I feel like she needs to grow up. She just needs to grow up. I feel like she's very talented. And I did a reading on why she treats her husband that way. And I did a little background on her. She has a lot first of all, she has a lot going on for her. But when I spoke to someone who knows her personally, and I started listing the things that I found that she had going on for her, like she supposedly has an older sister organization, and then has a training um, for gosh, the ones with the crown, they, oh god, pageant training. Ooh, my nose itch. Um, and then I know she has the beauty shop. She has the beauty shops. She sells the hair. But I'm talking about the sister thing, the sister program, and the training for the, oh gosh, what do they call the little queens? The pageants and whatever. I didn't know she had that. And the thing about it is, if she doesn't have it anymore, she needs to shut it down. She should go online and shut that shit down. When I did my research, it showed that it was active. Anyway, I was like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, dang, and she's only, I think it said she was 32. So I was like, she's accomplished a lot. But why does she act so immature? I don't get it. So the question I asked Spirit to show me clearly is, how Candace was feeling when she decided on the answers that she gave Nicki Minaj. In the past position, it's a reverse card, and it is the Nine of Pentacles. So it's reverse. I'm going to get, again, this is my first time with the cards on the live. So it came in reverse, but it's, see, this is why. Oh my God. And when I upload it, I'll probably splice in post-production, I'll splice in a picture so you guys can see. There we go. So upright, first of all, nines, they're good. Nines and pentacles is the coin. The coin is the money, honey. Okay. Nine of Pentacles is a good card. Upright. So this is the past. Okay, let's talk about what it means upright, and then we'll, upright, it's great. And it's close to 10. 10 is completion. 10 means you've overcome challenges and you're good. You're skating on, you're great. Nines means you're like at the end and you're good. You're becoming independent, you know, of whatever it was that you wasn't independent from. Okay? This is money and it's in her past. So this would have been great upright, but it was reverse and it's in her past. So there's a couple of things that's going on. Either she could have been thinking, because the past position is what goes into, it's what the person is reflecting on as they're making their decision in the present, which is why the past position is important. Okay. So she was thinking about money. So either she was thinking about she wants to stay independent. Because we know how last season they tried, or was it last season, season before last, they tried to make it seem like her mom, she was so dependent on her mom. And I believe this season is the season where she became, what we thought anyway, independent of her mom financially. But this is someone who's not secure in their finance. But it was in the past. Let's look at the other cards. So first of all, let me say she's thinking about money as she's answering these questions, which worries me because to me your questions shouldn't be unless she asked her about her finance. Because I was gonna say, if you gonna answer a question, just answer a question. Why you gotta think about your money unless Nicki Minaj asked her about her finance? Okay. For the present, it's 9 of Swords. It's not good. It was upright. It's not good. It's not good. So you know how I was just explaining the nines and how they're like you're there, 10 is completion, 9 means you're right there. Okay, so in the previous reading, Wendy had a 10 of Swords, and I explained how, the man was dead, stabbed in his back 10 times. Okay, this is the 9 of Swords, which is one step away from that, this is in her present, which is the main thing that she was thinking about as she answered the questions. Okay. So what this means, it's not funny. Okay. This card represents someone who stays up all night thinking. Their thoughts are tormenting them. Because you see this woman is in bed, and their thoughts are preventing them from sleeping, is what it is. And that's in the present. Now, swords, as I said before, because Wendy Williams had a lot of swords in her reading, swords are words, intellect. They slice and dice through the bullshit. I like swords. I really do. And we know that Candiace believes that she's good with her words and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not surprised that sword showed up. However, in the present, it's saying that she's worried about it. So she is thinking about her words. So she thought carefully about her words. Moving right along. The best. 10 of Wands, but in reverse. She wants to unload because look at the 10 of Wands, and this is real simple to see. This is universal. The light. Okay, here we go. 10 of Wands. And this is pretty much what it looks like with 90% of the decks. they're carrying all of the wands on their back, which means they're carrying a heavy burden, a heavy load. It was in reverse, which is good. And this is in the best position. So that means she wants to unload. But then why you up all night? Okay, so she must have been up all night thinking about if she was going to release her mouth or not on Nicki Minaj. That's what kept her up all night. These are swords. Swords represent words, baby. Okay. Okay. I just get the tingles, the chills, or whatever when the picture becomes more clear. She's unloading. So this, this was in reverse. The best of it is unloading. Okay. The worst. Oh. Okay. The worst is the lovers reverse. So the lovers. Ah. Okay. First of all, let me say this. The lovers is a major arcana card, and it doesn't really have anything to do with romance. It just means a choice has to be made. Okay. And a lot of times this choice may deal with a romantic partner. Um, the worst is if Nicki asks her questions about her romantic partner. And she'll have to decide how she's going to answer that because I'm going to be honest. Candiace is the one that put him in the position that he's in. It's not like he applied for Real Housewives of Potomac. I don't think this is for Chris. So on top of that, he has to be on TV saying he had a restaurant, he doesn't anymore. Then on top of that, she goes ahead and tells everybody he's my husbander. To which the last reunion, he said, "No, I'm not. I just answer her phone calls. I'm a glorified secretary." Candiace put him in this spot, the spotlight, and I don't think he wants it. So she don't want Nicki to answer no questions about him. She really don't. That would be the worst. This was in reverse. That would be the worst. She don't want that. Ooh, we'll see. Okay. What's to come? Ace of Swords reverse. See, here's another sword. And I already said, time and time and time, swords, what they are, words, they slice and dice through BS. So I'm not surprised that Candiace got swords all up in here. It was reversed. Okay, so aces mean new beginning, new energy, rejuvenated. It's all good. Aces are good. They're like, to me, like the way I read tarot, they right up there with the major arcanas and stuff. They're great cards, but it's in reverse. And this is what's to come. Oh, that mouth. That mouth. She is gonna think about what the hell she says. She is. I didn't think there was hope. I didn't think there was hope. I didn't think there was hope for her to change how she talks. So even though she hasn't been apologetic for it, it's going to be a change. Now, I don't know if that's going to be forced or what, but this mouthy card is in reverse and it's what's to come. So it's coming whether she wants to or not. It doesn't matter. Her energy. Okay. Her energy is Six of Cups. What they do to this song? I like this song, but they done made it slow. They making them sound real funny. Anyway, Six of Cups. Six of Cups is a good card. It was in reverse though. Six of Cups upright. Now this is her energy as she is answering Nicki Minaj's questions. Okay, and we're talking about Candiace as she's answering those questions. So let me tell you first what Six of Cups is. Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia. Um, Someone reminiscing on all the good things, the good times, the good things, and it's a good card. It was in reverse. Okay, reverse that energy of reversing the nice memories and the nostalgia and everything. That's like a big F you. Like F those good times, F the good memories, F what I don't know if she's a fan of hers or not, but she's like, we're gonna put all that to the side. And this is her energy as she's going in answering Nicki Minaj's questions. Reverse six, okay? Now, with that being said and that being done, thank you so much, everyone who did tune in. All right. And again, this was my first time. I had to get it under my belt. This is my first solo. But I'm still gonna be doing Tales of Tarot the way that I normally do it. I will decide a time and day, or at least a day. Okay, at least a day. Because I was late today because I was setting up camera, a card camera, and once I got it all set up, kept echoing. So, anyway, oh, be sure to when you're watching the replay, because I am going to allow this to replay. So when you're watching the replay, please click like, subscribe, share, all of that. Okay. Thank you.